who struck me as the person I would go to in a kind of existential crisis.
Again, someone you already knew and
never met him in my life.
So it was more of a platonic ideal of a best friend that you had.
Yeah, well, it just seemed to me to make sense because, there's at a certain point where my character is talking about this coven of lesbian witches. He's quite tortured about it and quite upset and dazed and confused. And Charlie Sheen's character just simply says, this coven of lesbian witches, and he's just having a bagel, and he's just like, hey man, give me their number when you're through with them.
That is hot. Maybe she's using you to channel some dead lesbian lover. Sounds like my kind of gal. Let me know when you're done with her, yeah?
What are you talking about? Done with her, man. Tonight really freaked me out.
And Spike, who has his persona, but is actually one of the steelier people I ever worked with. Super steely. You're not gonna win a lot of arguments with Spike. And it's really better not even to try, but finally I went on so long about it that he went to meet Charlie Sheen, who was of course in lockdown. And of course he really liked him and came back and he kind of said, okay,
You're nuts to let a girl go that calls you Lottie. I'll tell you that as a friend.
Charlie, I don't know anything about the girl, man. She could be like a fucking witch or something.
That's even better. Hot lesbian witches. Think about it. It's fucking genius.
The idea was so whacked and so strange, and of course so prescient, because this was really before, well before in a way, all the new technologies really became such a massive influence on our lives that really people are in your head and feel like they're entitled to be in your head, and your head doesn't belong to you.
Yeah.
Your face doesn't belong to you. Your emails don't belong to you. Nothing belongs to you.
It's my head!
But I never related it to my life or me. I never thought twice about it, really.
And did it change your life, either as an actor or as a public personality, or?
I never thought it did as a public personality, but I think in
It's weird, because I was filming today. At a graveyard by Lake Dallas, and a gate tried to open on its own right by a graveyard. Supposedly this complex, the history of it, of course, Rainey did some research and found out that someone had fell from a balcony on the third floor. There's a third floor building not too far from here. But supposedly, I don't know, I've never had come across a ghost before in my life. But when I was at this graveyard today, the gate tried to open on its own and the dog started barking. It was broad daylight, and I was right next to a big cross in the middle of the field in Lake Dallas. That was probably the first time that something really weird went down. Got a really weird feeling. But you never really know. I mean, what is a ghost? I mean, if you look at films like Sixth Sense, the whole time he's thinking that he's talking about a ghost or there's a ghost involved. And are you a ghost? Or do you think maybe you're not a ghost, or did you die sometime long, long ago, or something like that? Hello?
retrospect, what it did change was a kind of introduction of a whole different audience and audience age group, because that was really the kind of generation Xers. And I'm a baby boomer, and that's kids really 20 years younger than me, or